Kanna Hayama, an elementary school girl in Tokyo's Sumida ward, lives with her recently widowed father, Norimasa. At school, she recalls her late mother, Yayoi, teaching her to run fast. During PE,
Isn't all this practice just wasting our energy?
her leg stiffens while preparing for the marathon, and her friend Akiko takes her to the clinic. Later, she visits the school's rabbit enclosure to care for a white rabbit, Shiro. Her best friend Miki calls her to walk home, and they stop by Ushijima Shrine before parting ways. Kanna returns home, still grieving Yayoi's death. Norimasa gives her new marathon shoes, but they're too small. On marathon day under gloomy skies, Kanna struggles to run and stops midway, letting others pass. Upset, she flees to Ushijima Shrine, trips and falls. Her mother's keepsake bracelet activates, slowing time. A giant black cow god appears, followed by Yasha, a demon boy demanding the bracelet. Shiro unexpectedly speaks, defending Kanna. Outside the shrine, Shiro explains she is a divine messenger, and that deities gather at Izumo Taisha Shrine in October for the annual Harvest Festival. Kanna must collect shrine offerings and deliver them to Izumo by 7 p.m. using a magical gourd. Encouraged by Shiro, Kanna overcomes her fear and collects the cow god's offering, a giant mochi, before continuing their journey. Resting under a bridge far from Tokyo, Kanna dreams of Yayoi. She wakes to Yasha stealing her bracelet and gourd. Chasing him, she learns his ancestors were stripped of deity status by Okuni Nushi, Izumo's supreme deity. Yasha races Kanna, winning. But Shiro reminds him Kanna was chosen for this task. They journey together, gathering offerings. At Lake Sua's Sua Taisha Shrine,
God of Sua, I have arrived!
they meet Ryujin, the dragon god and Okuni Nushi's son. He tests Kanna by making her jump toward a floating shrine, which turns out to be an illusion. Deeming her unworthy, he carries her and demands the truth. Kanna admits she only wants to see her mother again. Ryujin, relating to her pain, explains he was bound to rule Lake Sowa, forever separated from his father. Understanding her struggle, he gives them his offering, before disappearing. They collect the final offering, a large sea bream from Kotoshiro Nushi at Miho Shrine. That night, Kanna confesses to Yasha that she blames herself for her mother's death, believing she wasn't fast enough. Hearing Yayoi's voice, she follows it to a secluded beach, finding her mother alive. Worried, Shiro and Yasha track her down. The joyous moment turns sinister as Kanna's dark side, disguised as Yayoi, manipulates her.
Look, I did it!
Yasha exposes the deception, but the imposter distorts Kanna's vision, making Shiro and Yasha appear monstrous. Yasha intervenes and gets wounded. Shiro and Yasha drive away the false Yayoi, but Kanna, overwhelmed, gives up and rips off her bracelet. Time resumes and she loses the ability to hear Shiro and Yasha. As rain falls, Shiro warns that modern society breeds darkness, consuming those who can't overcome their grief. A sudden typhoon heads toward Shimane. Norimasa, worried, reports Kanna missing. Meanwhile, Kanna, recalling a childhood memory of her mother, rediscovers her passion for running. She remembers Yayoi's legacy as an Idaten runner, responsible for delivering shrine offerings. Tying her torn bracelet around her hair, she resumes her journey. Shiro and Yasha, surprised, see her catching up. Amid the storm, Kanna pushes forward, believing she can still communicate with them. Reaching Izumo's beach, she finds the deity's path closed. She persists, reaching Izumo Taisha Shrine, but discovers the feast hall empty. Believing she failed, she blames herself for never being fast enough. Suddenly, her bracelet reactivates, and Okuni Nushi appears. The offerings emerge from the gourd, completing the feast. Okuni Nushi thanks Kanna, Shiro, and Yasha for fulfilling the Idaten's duty and returns them to the shrine's entrance. Shiro asks him to reunite Kanna with Yayoi, but he refuses, explaining that matchmaking can't bring back the dead and time must move forward. With their mission complete, they return to Tokyo. In spring, Kanna, having found closure, trains along the Riverwalk preparing for her future.